code is 91608. So as I mentioned, back in 1915, Carl Lumley opened the doors to the public so they could come and watch as silent films were being made. But when talkies came around, movies with sound, they had to close the doors because it was too much of like a hassle. It would pick up sounds from people walking around. So they created Soundstages. This is Soundstage 12. It is our oldest and largest soundstage. You can even kind of like peek, like look around. The doors are open. It was built in 1928, so it's almost 100 years old. It is 30,000 square feet, which means some of the largest film sets in history were built inside that soundstage, and here are some examples. So the elephant doors are open. If you look on your left, you can actually look inside one of our sound stages. You might notice that the walls look really padded and thick. It's because they are. Sound stages need to be basically soundproof. Our sound stages are about 98% soundproof. And as I mentioned, those gigantic doors are called elephant doors. They are called that because when they were first building sound stages, they were like, what is the biggest thing we're ever going to have to fit through a door? And then they were like, elephants, clearly. So they named these gigantic doors elephant doors. These are some of our more popular sound stages. They were used for the show Bel Air, Hacks, often used for film and television. And here we have Soundstage 14. This is one of our larger sound stages as well, also used for film and television frequently. It was used for Apollo 13, directed by Ron Howard. It was used for Jurassic Park. That scene where the Brachiosaurus sneezes on the kids, that was filmed inside Soundstage 14. It was also used for John Carpenter's The Thing. What is great about sound stages for filmmakers is it's a completely controlled environment, so they can control the light, they can control the sound, the temperature. In John Carpenter's The Thing, that film took place in the Antarctic. So they actually lowered the temperature inside Soundstage 14 so that when the actors agreed, it would like do the when it's cold outside, so it looks super real and authentic. Here we have our post-production studios. Post-production is anything that happens after filming. So editing, sound design, special effects. A lot of that will happen here in our post-production offices. Here we have sound stages 16 and 17, used often for television. Our first television broadcast for Universal was in 1939 for the World's Fair, and we've just been going ever since. Our streaming app, Peacock, launched in 2020, and we've just been building ever since. Here we have sound stages 18 and 19. They were used for the new show The Keeper, and 19 was used for the film Oppenheimer, which won us Universal its 11th Academy Award for Best Picture. The Oval Office scenes were filmed inside Soundstage 19. It was also used for a new show called 5-Star Weekend, starring Jennifer Garner, which will be premiering soon. Hello, Ted. Ted is welcoming us to the bungalows. The bungalows are often used for pre-production. Pre-production is anything that happens before filming. So writing, development, casting, things of that sort. And our bungalows are often used for that. The bungalows used to be used for actors. Actors used to be on a contract system with studios. So they would sign a contract with Universal being like, I'm only going to work for you for a certain amount of years, a certain amount of pictures. And that was usually a pretty long amount of time. So the studio wanted the actors to be comfortable while they were here. So they would be given a bungalow, fully furnished, almost like an apartment, so that they would be comfortable while they were here. And that's like huge stars, like Paul Newman, Clint Eastwood, Doris Day, things like that. But now the bungalows are used mainly for pre-production. We have the Wicked Balloon outside 5162. That is Mark Platt Productions. They're the ones who brought us Wicked and Wicked for Good, which is coming out in November, which I just realized tomorrow is November. 5195, there's a very familiar silhouette. That is Alfred Hitchcock, because that was Alfred Hitchcock's bungalow when he worked here at Universal. Has anyone been on the Jurassic World ride yet today? No? Okay, well, when you're down there, that bungalow used to be down there. And then when they decided to build the ride, they actually picked it up and brought it up here so we wouldn't